With no sports being played, there are no games to broadcast, and that spells financial trouble for an entire segment of the sports universe. KTVU's Scott Reese tonight with the coronavirus broadcaster blues.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dave Lewis, along with Bill Horrenda.
Dave Lewis was about to embark on a new career adventure as TV play-by-play voice of the Oakland Panthers indoor football team. And then, poof, season suspended and ultimately canceled.
It's certainly something that blindsided all of us because our season stopped literally the day before we started playing.
Lewis is one of many Bay Area broadcasters whose livelihoods have been compromised by COVID-19. No games, no work.
As a play-by-play announcer, you can't substitute that, with Zoom or do some kind of online thing to try to make up for that specific job. It doesn't exist.
Even though the calendar says April, we say it's time for football.
Troy Clardy calls multiple sports for Pac-12 networks. This would normally be his busy season. Instead,
I probably had at least a good 70% of my income wiped out for this spring. You feel like, this is a time of year where you should be knee deep in a lot of different things and prepping for games, and they're just not there.
That goes for the major pro sports as well. Dave Benz lives in Marin County, but works as play-by-play announcer for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And it's always tough for me in my industry because I'll go from working like a maniac to then not really working much at all. And hand in hand with that is I've got, game checks coming in, and then I get to the summer and I've got to kind of budget it out. So I'm going to be able to get myself back to the following season. And I've lost over 20% of my salary for sure. The other tough part is nobody knows when we're going to come back.
And that might just be the worst part of all of this, the uncertainty. Even when normalcy does creep back into our world, how quickly will sports follow suit? And what will it look like when they do?
Is the NBA season going to return in mid-October like it usually does? Is it going to get pushed back? The starting line for next season gets pushed back even further. That's just going to make this that much tougher.
Thank you. Good night. Please drive home safely.
We don't know what the whole business model for sports is going to look like on the other side either. Are broadcasts going to be as readily available, or some sports are going to be as well covered as others? We just don't know.
Scott Reese, KTVU, Fox 2 News.